What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Loki video. So as we know of the post-credits in last week's episode, well, Loki and Mobius have been deleted from existence, but of course Loki showed up in the weird, ravaged New York, which had the Loki variants. We now know that the pruning stick just sends you somewhere else, but it looks remarkably similar to someone else who was deleted from existence. In Wandavision, the show ended with Wanda having to say goodbye to her ideal life, to her fake kids and fake version of her husband, as the Westview Hex bubble ended and Vision dissipated out of existence. But hold on, it looks almost identical to the animation when Loki was pruned out of existence. Now, we have seen throughout the season people have been pruned, but this was a slow motion good look at the animation, and some people have compared it to Harry Potter having the cloak of invisibility, which absolutely cracked me up. Now, we know that Wanda is a Nexus being, which means she's a constant across all realities in the comics, and each version of reality has their own Nexus being, and they can affect the probability and the flow of the time stream. Of course, the Westview anomaly, or the Hex, was created, and while all of the residents were enchanted, or more likely just spell controlled, three beings were willed into existence. We had Tommy, Billy, and of course, Vision. So we presume that Wanda just made them from thin air, using kind of her raw power that she has. However, as we know of Loki, multiple realities did exist but died in a multiversal war, leading to the creation of the sacred timeline, which is only sacred for the person who's pulling the strings. And of course, we do have other realities popping up all the time, and as Sylvie said, the universe just wants to be free. In the comics, Nexus beings are being watched by the TVA and also the Timekeepers, so there is yet another connection. What if Wanda had unwittingly created a Nexus event due to, her being a Nexus being entirely localized in Westview and pulling in variants of her kids and Vision, who were otherwise pruned at some point by the TVA. Each had no memory of their lives before, notably Vision, who could have come from a timeline where things were vastly different, as we know that each of the variants in the TVA have no memory of their life pre-being at the TVA. And, well, the kids could have grown incredibly fast due to time moving incredibly different. With the end of their lives in the Hex and the animation looking the same, I imagine that they went back to wherever they existed before, much like Loki when he went to that weird, I'm going to call it Battle World, at the end of the latest episode of Loki. And I am hoping it's Battle World, but that is like a real pie in the sky theory there, which I hope it happens. Now, we heard the kids call out to Wanda in the ending of Wandavision, so they could very well be trapped in this weird variant limbo world. Of course, the next episode could bust this wide open, as, well, it is just a theory, but it's fun to speculate. If I was to go wild, I could go on to say that the TVA used Wanda at one point to create their weird little prison for variants to go to, but hey, that's probably not true. Last week, we fans discovered that the ending of WandaVision had changed. We saw Doctor Strange in his astral plane form heading to Wanda, who has taken to reading the Darkhold and honing and learning her power to hone the raw skills she has. Of course, Wanda and Doctor Strange are in the multiverse of madness, so we will know also that Strange will feature in Spider-Man No Way Home with multiversal shenanigans. And it's no coincidence he pops up just as she hears from her kids asking to be saved. So if these are connected, then it's quite logical we move to our next step. Wanda had somehow created her own variants and a Nexus event. So that's just a theory for you there. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Just a short one here for you, as I'm working on a Black Widow video ready to drop on either Wednesday or Thursday. Probably more likely Thursday, as well. There's a little thing called the Euro semi-finals that England are in that is taking place on Wednesday. And also, there's Loki as well. But that is it for this video, so please do drop a like down below, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.